Welcome to Crawfordsville, Indiana, specifically to the gymnasium in Crawfordsville High School, and welcome to the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic. And tonight we're going to listen to the voices of Tony Thompson and Coach Mike Schubert, and the production's being handled by Coach Rhett Welliver of the baseball team. And Justin Duggar has deserted us tonight, Coach.
He's slacking on us, isn't he?
He's out bowling, having a good time, left us all alone. Yeah. In the first game, Western Boone took care of Southmont, and Southmont was in the game until about the last 6-7 minutes.
Right, yeah.
Kind of surprising. They were Western Boone was supposed to win by about 24 points. It was a 22-22 game at halftime. In the early parts of the first quarter, Southmont actually had a lead.
Yes, they did.
I kept looking at the scoreboard thinking, looks like Western Boone's up. I don't remember them scoring, though. They were wearing the white, and Southmont played beyond expectations. Anyway, we're ready for this second game. We got Crawfordsville High School going to play county rival North Montgomery High School. Have you seen either team play this year, Coach?
Well, I saw them play each other. I've seen the home team play.
Okay. So tell me about the game.
First game was all Crawfordsville.
Okay.
They started out in a press that they scored like 16-2, and they won by 30.
So Crawfordsville's press and lack of ball handling by North Montgomery took care of the
pressure
business.
Was too much.
Well, Crawfordsville comes into the game with a 5-3 record. David Pierce is, I'm going to say, is his 8th year or 9th year. I forgot to write it down. Coach Pierce has a sectional title. He has won the Sugar Creek Classic. I'm sure he'd like to take home another paddle.
I'm sure he would.
And North Montgomery's got a brand new coach. His name is Andrew Everts. And Andrew moved in from Mississinawa. And that's up by Marion, the Marion area, in a real tough conference, real tough sectional. And starting tonight for North Montgomery, number 11 is Jaron Bradford. Number 12 is Matt Jackman. Number 22, Preston Shaw. Number 21 is Cade Coble. Number 45 is Connor Kane. I'm going to guess that Connor Kane's the biggest kid on the court. He had to have been a football player.
Yes,
Wonder what position he played.
Yeah, we can guess on that one.
Quarterback, running back. Man, he's a big old kid.
He's 6'4". We don't know what he weighs, but he is a big kid.
They don't put the weight in there. For Crawfordsville, number 11, Karsten Williamson. Karsten comes into the game scoring at a 9.3 clip. Number 12 is Trey Scorza. Trey comes into the game averaging 9.9. Will Kellerman's a starter, number 20. Kellerman scoring 8.6 points a game. Cameron Saunders is a junior. Is that right? Is he a junior or senior?
Who's that?
Cameron Saunders.
Cameron Saunders is a senior.
I think we've done this before.
Yeah.
Cameron scoring 4.6 points a game, and Jesse Johnson Hall is a sophomore. He is the team leading scorer, 12.6 points a game. He's also the tallest Athenian, probably the most athletic Athenian.
I would say so. He's.
Tell you what, there's 5 kids there from Crawfordsville who are all very athletic. And I've not seen North play this year, so this is my first look in the first game, which was down at up at North Montgomery. The Athenians, Kellerman takes her in for 2. That took all of 1.2 seconds.
One tip, one drive.
So give the assist to Jesse Johnson Hall on the tip. The Athenians, they're in a man-for-man. North Montgomery is going to be wearing their dark blue, trimmed with orange. The Athenians playing here at home will be wearing white. There's the 3-point shot up from the wing by number 11, Jaron Bradford, rebounded away. Here come the Athenians. Will Kellerman drives that baseline, kicks it out. They're going to reset. Karsten Williamson, the quarterback. Will Kellerman handle that ball down to Cameron Saunders. Lots of touches by lots of Athenians. There's a hold there. Got away with it. The referee's going to let him play. There's a shot by number 11. Is that Jaron Bradford? Here come the Athenians. Trey Scorza. The Athenians will set it up again. The score is 2-2. By the way, Justin Duggar's not here, so we won't have the graphics up tonight. So we will do our best to give you the score.
Our first turnover so far right now.
There's a great pass to North Montgomery. There's a two-pointer on the baseline.
Number 12.
Number 12. Is that Matt Jackman?
Yes, it is.
4-2 North Montgomery. A lot of the Southmont fans went home after the first game. There's a give and go. Cameron Saunders has it down low. Jesse Johnson Hall gets his hands on the ball. Cameron Saunders ends up with it. We got a scrum going.
Going to reach in by Will, it looks like.
I'm looking for the explanation. It looked like all ball to me. Will Kellerman picks up the first foul of the game. They called that foul on the floor. So the Chargers will inbound the ball. The Athenians playing man for man. This is my first look anyway, to see at the new coach of North Montgomery. His name is Andrew Everts. And Andrew moved in from Mississinawa High School. So he wore red up there. Now he's wearing orange and blue. There's the three-point shot on the wing by number 11, Jaron Bradford. It's handled by the Athenians. Karsten Williamson puts it up. 2 points for Karsten and the Athenians. The Chargers were looking for a charge. Number 45, Connor King, thought he had his position established, and I was afraid that he had, to be honest with you.
It was close, wasn't it?
Here's a little jump. So the last game, David came out in a man press or a zone press?
He started out in like a three-quarter trap. He really put a lot of different ones together on him. He pressed them with probably all he had.
Of course, we're in a half-court man right now. So maybe since we're playing 2 nights in a row, he's going to conserve some energy if he can.
Maybe.
I know wins have
been... For a while anyway.
That's kind of like Western Boone in the first game. Just played a half-court game both ways. Didn't show a whole lot of energy. And you could see on the scoreboard, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's another three-pointer in the corner. That one's by Jackman. Long pass to Kellerman. Inside to Saunders.
Good look.
Good post move. Foul's going to be...
Good pass and a good move, yes. Yep.
21. Cade Coble. Cameron Saunders. If I go ahead and mark it down as he's made them, I suppose I'll go in. Maybe not. Trying to break my streak of bringing bad luck to the Athenians. The score is 4-4. We're 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the first quarter, and the second shot's up. That one rolls around the rim. So Cameron's 0 of 2 from the line. Both those shots look pretty good.
They were there, just too much on them.
Didn't go. Tell you who looked good was Purdue last night. Goebel right down the lane. Jesse Johnson Hall rebounds it. Outlets with his left hand. Carson Williamson down to Will Kellerman. Driving that baseline. He kicked it up. Williamson's wide open for a three. Good shot. Good pass. Would give the assist to Will Kellerman.
I didn't see that Purdue game last night. I was watching another Indiana team on another channel.
Well, I had them on my computer. I had Purdue on the big TV.
Ooh. Should have shot that one.
My wife gave up early and went to the bedroom and turned on the Hallmark channel.
Yep.
She came walking through and said, how many games are you watching? 2, that's all I can get. Here come the Athenians.
Sounds familiar.
The Boilermakers played about as well as you can play. Jesse Johnson Hall down the baseline. Kicks it out to Cameron Saunders. Kellerman. Karsten Williamson right down the lane.
A little short.
Thought it was going to use a little English and climb that. Backboard and right in. Down the lane. Good pass.
Kate Coble.
2 more points, so it's 7-6. Here come the Athenians. Williamson drives, kicks it out. Kellerman thought about it. Trey Scorza. We haven't called his name much tonight.
No, we haven't.
Most teams want to try to keep him away from the hoop. The Athenians looks like they're going to run a set play. Will Kellerman, left-handed. Real nice shot. Will Kellerman's a senior, and he's playing really well this year. Here comes that double trap. Trey scores are just a hair late there. Backdoor cut. Tipped by Saunders. Kellerman's on the floor. Is that Goebel on the floor? That's number 22, Preston Shaw's on the floor. Number 40's Jack Thompson is going to check into the game for Connor Kane. They exchange one football player for another.
Just about the same size, I'd say.
Boy, they're big old boys. It's 9-6 Athenians.
We're going to bring in Gonzo, number 32.
Anthony Gonzalez comes in for Cameron Saunders. So has Coach been playing a relatively short bench in recent games?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Karsten Williamson. Good thing he got his hand on that because it looked like we missed a defensive assignment on that out-of-bounds play. Coach Pierce will probably be looking at that after the game tonight. Man for man on the out-of-bounds. There's the oldest play in the state of Indiana.
Yep.
To the hoop. Matt Jackman takes it to the hoop. I got him down for 4 points. It's 9-8 the Athenians. It's close in the early going. Scores has got that ball on the wing. Anthony Gonzalez is trying to post up. Kellerman's looking for a lane. Entry to Jesse Johnson Hall. Nice move.
Good move, couldn't finish.
Couldn't finish. Good looking move, good looking shot. So here come the Chargers, their first chance to take the lead. We've got two Athenians on the floor. Great drive there by number 11, Jaron Bradford. Chargers have their first lead of the night. 9-10. 10-9 Chargers. So it's a different start tonight than in December.
Much different, yes.
Karsten Williamson. Boy, he's really improved this year, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes.
He is a completely different player.
If I remember right, he was the big dog for us in the first game we played him.
Is that right?
Yeah, he had quite a good night.
Jesse Johnson Hall got the steal. Pass was a little short. Here come the Chargers. Jesse Johnson Hall put that hand up. Great play by Williamson. Great pass by Williamson. Kellerman with the move. Right-handed.
Oh, and it wouldn't go.
Wow, good move. $1 million move. 2-cent shot.
Exactly.
Man, that was in. Good putt move there. Not able to finish. That was Jack Thompson. Looked like he had the drop step. Gonzalez thought about it. Trey Scorza imploring his teammates to set her up. Kellerman to the hole. He's hammered. He's going to get the foul. Is it number 12? The referee's trying to... Number 12. Matt Jackman picked up that foul. So Kellerman's going to get a couple of shots on the drive. And Will Kellerman has improved his game from one year to the next as well. First shot's up. The Athenians have not hit a free throw yet in the new year.
0 for 3.
It's been a year since we hit a free throw.
That's exactly right.
We're down. Now we're up 11-10. My fault. 11-10 Athenians. Second shot's up. Nothing but net. 12-10 Athenians. We got 52 seconds on the clock. We're in the first quarter of the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic. You're listening to Tony Thomas and Mike Schubert.
Cam Saunders re-entered the game. He's giving Will a rest. Will Kellerman's taking a rest.
And is that Scores? Is that as well? No, that's
yeah. Gonzo came in for him earlier.
Okay. We're playing
we missed one. We got Carson Scott, number 5. He's in the game also.
So we've got 8 kids who've gotten into the game then. Yeah. Backdoor cut. Good defense by Jesse Johnson Hall. Blocks that shot. Here comes KW down the court. Great pass. Great pass.
And a block.
Good pass by Williamson. Good pass by Scott. Jesse Johnson Hall puts it up left hand against the glass. And we're going back to the line. If
25 was entered too. Jacob Verdium.
Is that how you pronounce? I was going to find out.
We want to find out.
If we can hit this free throw, then we'll be hitting 50% from the line in the first quarter. It's 13-10 Athenians. There's 17.3 ticks on the clock. That one's a little short. Cameron Saunders tried to save it. Good hustle. 15.2 seconds on the clock. The Athenians are up by 3. North has to travel 84 feet to get a hoop. The Athenians are in a full court press. They're rotating that ball pretty good. 4 seconds on the clock. Somebody's got to get a shot.
21.
Is that Goebel?
Yes, Cade Coble.
Is it Coble with a C?
Coble with a K.
Oh, I've written it down completely wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody seemed to want to take that last shot. So at the end of the score at the end of the first quarter, rather, is 13-10 Athenians. Would love to know the score of the first quarter in December. How many points were we up in the first quarter?
We were probably up 18 or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Completely different ball game. So if I'm Coach Everts, I got to feel pretty good about it. Of course, I thought Jake had to feel pretty good about South in the first game because he had a first quarter lead. He was tied at the half. He was still in the ball game after 3 quarters, and then Weibo stepped on the gas. Well, the only full court press we showed was in the last 15 seconds there of the quarter.
Yes, he must be working on a lot of other things tonight. Save that in case he needs it later in the second half.
Well, I've always felt at the middle school level that they should not allow full court presses because kids need to learn how to run a half-court offense.
Half-court, yes, exactly.
And if you've got good quickness and you can play good defense, you can get a lot of layups, but you don't necessarily learn how to run an offense.
Exactly, right.
But nobody's ever really listened to me, so I don't think anybody's got to worry about that. We're in Crawfordsville, Indiana, at the Crawfordsville Gymnasium. That's the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic. The Athenians are up 13-10 in the first hurdle to get to the championship game as North Montgoemry Chargers. Do my points add up to what you have?
No. I got one too many for us.
Jesse Johnson Hall. That's his first field goal of the game. Karsten Williamson had a high-low from the top of the key, and we're extending our pressure right here. First turnover. Passed it to the left. Nobody was there to get it. Jesse Johnson Hall is out on top. Anthony Gonzalez. He's going to run a little offense. Trey scores it. A lot of people touching this basketball. Jesse Johnson Hall kicks it out to Scorza. 3-point shot. That one's stuck right against the rim. So Jesse Johnson Hall barely gets off the ground and gets it off the backboard.
Got a wingspan there, doesn't he?
He does. Full court pressure by the Athenians.
Yeah, I thought we might see it, but
Coach Pierce waited 1 quarter and had enough of the slowdown. Here come the Chargers. I'm sure they worked on this in practice. Jesse Johnson went for a steal and was just half a step late there. So after taking about 8-9 seconds to get the ball down the court, now they're ready to set up the offense. And if this was in college, you just took away, about 10 seconds of your 30.
40.
Is that Thompson? His first hoop of the game. It's 15-12, the Athenians. We're in the second quarter. Karsten Williamson's going to run the offense. Jesse Johnson Hall has it now. He is smooth. We're going to reload. Karsten Williamson. Coach Pierce never moved, but his mouth's moving. I would love to know what he's saying right now.
Yeah.
That's like in tennis when you have an unforced error and you just shake your head and wonder why. I would like to know if we had been watching the first game, I noticed their big guys coming all the way out to be an outlet on this press. Shots up. Offensive rebound. That shot was taken by number 25, Jacob Verdine. Cade Coble back into the game. So change of possession. Goes to the Athenians. The Athenians are up 15-12. Been kind of a slow start to the game. Neither team has had a lot of momentum. not exactly in rhythm. Jesse Johnson Hall. Anthony Gonzalez has got that ball. A lot of Athenians are touching the ball. Thought Trey Scorza was going to get all the way to the rim. Gives it up. Cameron Saunders, offensive rebound. He's going to be fouled from behind. Cameron Saunders does a lot of the dirty work for the Athenians.
Yes, he does.
That foul's on number 11, Jaron Bradford. Man, I messed up his name. Cameron Saunders will get 2 more chances at the line. Cameron Saunders does a lot of dirty work, setting picks, offensive rebounds. Nice stroke on that free throw. Doesn't find the bottom of the rim. Kellerman checks in for Scorza. Set Carson Scott's checking in for Jesse Johnson Hall. So we give up about 8 inches right there, although they play 2 different positions.
We may have a little pressing team here, too, with Carson coming in. Carson Scott is very quick. He gave him some trouble at that press up the north earlier. And they're man-to-man.
Half-court man for Coach David Pierce in his either 8th or 9th season here at Crawfordsville. I forgot to look that up. But he's been around long enough that he's one of the veterans in the conference and the sectional. Good rebound by Will Kellerman. Do not have the advantage on numbers, but he's looking for a lane. Takes it all the way to the hoop. 2 points for Kellerman and the Athenians. It's 17-12. We're extending our defense. Thompson puts that shot up along the wing. Offensive rebound. I didn't see the foul, but Jacob Verdine's going to get the hoop. Foul's going to be on Cameron Saunders. That's one of those fouls where a referee anticipates seeing the foul, blows the whistle, then it doesn't happen. The score is 17-14. We're in the second quarter. Jacob Verdine. Hope it's Verdine. Could be Verdine. Anyway, he's at the line for the old-fashioned three-pointer. Jesse Johnson Hall gets that rebound. Carson Scott gives it up to Karsten Williamson. Karsten looks like he's put on about 10, 15 pounds from sophomore season to his junior season. Hasn't lost any quickness. There's a little pick and roll. Jesse Johnson Hall takes on 2 people. They can't stop him. That pass came from Carson Scott, I believe.
Yes, it did.
But there's should be a steal. Anthony Gonzalez, 2-on-1. Good pass.
Good pass.
Can't convert. Here come the Chargers. It's 19-14. The Athenians are up. We're in the second quarter. The Athenians are trying to put on some pressure. Little walking. Is that their second turnover or third?
I've got them for 3.
3. Okay, I missed one someplace. The pressure did not turn into a turnover for a hoop, but we get the ball back. That's the important thing. Chance to extend our lead. It's 19-14. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter of the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic. Karsten Williamson. Kellerman's open for the 3. It's a long one. He had a little pressure on him. I thought that was a little giddy up there, but whistle was not blown. Athenians are playing half-court man-for-man on this possession. 3.5 minutes to go. Drive right down the lane, not able to convert by Bradford. Here come the Athenians. Carson Williamson puts it up. Hoop is going to be good. The foul. Who is that? Is that number 22?
Well,
Jackman picks up the foul. Great drive by Williamson, taking it strong to the hoop. He'll get a chance at the free throw line. His free throw shot is up and good. Karsten Williamson's having a real good season. I'm really impressed.
Yes, he is.
I just wonder if one of the adjustments that Coach Everett's made is bringing his post player all the way up to the middle, making our post player play defense. They've done a nice job of that. They're taking some time off the clock, trying to work a little. Jesse Johnson Hall goes down. Good hustle by the Athenians. Carson Scott reached his in. Had quick feet, but he had a hand reached a little too far in. He's going to pick up that foul.
Personal foul called on Crawfordsville's number 5. His first foul.
That is the team, only the second team foul. And Coach Everts is going to call a timeout. There's 2:53 on the clock here in the second quarter. The score is 22-14. So we've extended our lead to 8 points. But you said in the first game we were probably up 16 points first quarter.
That was a quick start, and that was something that Coach Pierce wanted to do. He wanted to get out early on them, and he did it with, like I say, he was changing his press about every other time down the floor.
One thing
really got to him.
Before you got here, Coach Welliver and I were talking about Purdue and Indiana, and in the old days, Bobby Knight, man for man, half court, never ran a zone, no full court pressure. And of course, Matt Painter pretty much does the same thing at Purdue. But last night against Iowa, that was probably one of the better clinics I've ever seen in half court offense by Purdue. They really don't have an inside game, but they scored a lot of points in the paint with backdoor cuts and precision passing. It was a lot of fun to watch. Of course, then I had IU on my computer. I was watching Romeo.
Oh, he had a night.
Romeo, wherefore out there. Man, he had a really good game. But, IU did not have a good first half.
No, not at all. Whew. Not at all.
But they turned the Jets on. Yeah. Here come the Chargers. Jesse Johnson Hall played some good defense there. Now they're going to get him on the foul. Looked like that ball was pinned between Coble and Jesse Johnson Hall. That's our third foul. This has been a really clean game.
That's our fourth foul. They put
fourth
one up.
Foul. There we go.
One up.
We've got 4 fouls and they've got 5. That's a pretty good first half. North has had a little trouble getting good shots here in the last few minutes.
Push that arm out.
Is that Cole?
Yes, it is.
Referee picked that one up. Will Kellerman's playing tough defense. All Coach Everts can do is find a substitution and put him in. Carson Williamson has been the player of the first half here for the Athenians. Got a high 1-2, kicks it out for Anthony Gonzalez. Shot's going to be a little short. Shortest kid on the court gets the offensive rebound. Gonzalez kicks it back. Carson Scott's wide open for the 3. Good teammate. Good teamwork.
Yes, what?
Carson Scott with his first hoop of the game as a 3-pointer. There were a couple of Athenians could have put up quick threes.
Right.
They made the extra pass, and it paid off. We're up by 11, 25-14.
That's something I've noticed they've been doing this year with
doing
sharing the ball, moving the ball.
That's what was fun about watching Purdue last night is, of course, Carson Edwards still had 21 points, but he didn't hit his average, didn't need to. We had 10 guys who played, and I think Indiana probably played a big bench as well. I forget what the box score said. The Athenians starting to play a little offense. They've turned up the defensive effort. Backdoor cut.
Nice cut.
No weak side help. Is that Coble?
Coble.
Good backdoor cut. Weak side defense was absent. That's a rare mistake.
Yes, it was.
Gonzalez to Kellerman. Back to Gonzalez. Jesse Johnson Hall thinking about it. Carson Scott's got it. Will Kellerman wide open. Fumbled the reception. Good spin move. Left hand is up. Anthony Gonzalez had his hand on the ball. Either going to be a foul or got to be ours. Yeah. Number 45, Connor Kane, made good contact. Tonight must be jersey night because I see some old jerseys.
Kia Warren just checked in from North.
Oh. Got a sub for North Montgomery. Will Kellerman puts up a long 3. Jesse Johnson Hall tries to save it along with Carson Scott. They say that long shots have long rebounds. That one was so long.
Yes.
Nobody could get to it. It's 25-16. The Athenians are up by 9. We got 39 seconds to go in the half. Full court pressure by the Athenians, making the Chargers work on every pass. Down the lane, they're going to give that foul to Jesse Johnson Hall. I didn't see it. A lot of time, we got 3 referees who all look to be about 5'8", 5'9". They're having to look up. That looked like all ball to me. But is that
20?
Fritzen? Fritzen's in the game.
Fritzen's in the game.
Daniel Fritzen puts up his first free throw. Daniel Fritzen's mother is from Australia. A great family. Second shot's going up. A little short. Rebound by Will Kellerman. Jesse Johnson Hall's got. Oh no, that's going to be a turnover. A little bit lackadaisical there. We had a defender right there on Karsten Williamson.
Yes.
Just a little bit lackadaisical. Looks like they're going to be in a 1-3-1 zone. 1-2-2.
Yeah, he's coming up
1-3-1.
now. 1-3-1.
Okay. 16 seconds to go. Well, we can run off some time, but then when it's time to get a shot, we need some cutters and good passing. Anthony Gonzalez is open. Will Kellerman's going right down the lane. Jesse Johnson Hall had the offensive rebound. Couldn't quite get it to go down. So we're at halftime, folks. It's 25-16. The Athenians hold a 9-point lead. We've got 10 minutes on the clock for halftime, and we're going to take a 9-minute break, and we'll catch you in just a few. Welcome back to Crawfordsville High School Gymnasium. We're at halftime of the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic. Crawfordsville owns a 9-point, 25-16 lead over the North Montgomery Chargers. You're listening to Tony Thomas and Coach Mike Schubert. Coach Rhett Welliver is running the camera. Coach, if you would, give us some first half stats, at least the scoring.
Okay, the scoring for North. Jack Thompson has 2. Jacob Verdine has 2. Jaron Bradford, Matt Jackman, and Cade Coble all have 4. For Crawfordsville, Carson Scott has a deuce. Jesse Johnson Hall has 5. Will Kellerman has 7. And Karsten Williamson leads us with 10.
10 points on 4 field goals and a free throw.
And a free throw, yes.
And nobody's really in foul trouble.
No, not at all. Jesse's got 2. That's it for us. Jackman and Coble have 2.
Pretty clean first half on both sides. I think this first half, you might be a little bit surprised that the lead is not more than what it is. I looked up Sagrin this morning, and we're supposed to win by 19. So we're up 9. So we got 10 to go to beat the computer. I'm sure all Coach Pierce cares about is playing the game right.
Right.
Do the right things, run the offense, play good team defense, and we'll do all right.
Get the W.
Actually, there was only one defensive breakdown in the first half that was really, really bad for the Athenians. We had been playing a really good defense there for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and one kid got loose on a backdoor cut without any weak side help. We'll see if we can't cut that down here in the second half.
One surprise for me is Shaw.
Preston Shaw
has not scored tonight, and he's usually a scorer for them.
See, I don't know if that is a point of interest for Coach Pierce or
I don't know
if it's just the way things have turned out. Here come the Athenians.
He had a spurt in the third quarter that he scored about 8 straight on us. So that may have been something Coach Pierce wanted to look at tonight.
Going to take that away. Jesse Johnson Hall makes the pass to Cameron Saunders, gets his offensive rebound, puts it back up, and he's hammered by Connor Kane. So Cameron Saunders goes to the line. We own a 9-point lead. Cameron Saunders has a good stroke. First one's up and in. I didn't want to say anything because he had missed some in the first half, and I didn't want to jinx him. So I bit my lip. It's a mark it down. Every 60 years, I bite my lip. Second shot's up. Jesse Johnson Hall with the offensive rebound. Cameron Saunders. Will Kellerman spin move to the lane. Had some help there on defense by North Montgomery. And we got a little press going on here. Got a 3-on-2 now for North Montgomery. There's man, he took some steps there.
Yeah, he did.
He took the European extra step. Connor Kane got that hoop. So the referees helped out just a little bit there. Swallowed the whistle. Here come the Athenians. They're up by 8. Jesse Johnson Hall got hammered. He's trying to get there. Cameron Saunders made an inside cut. Johnson took it right to the lane. Nobody was cheated on the foul there. Kellerman going to take a seat.
I don't think Coach liked that shot.
No.
As soon as he took that shot, he had Gonzo up and going to the bench.
It was 1-on-2. Great pass by Jesse Johnson Hall to Cameron Saunders. Cameron Saunders gets his first basket, give the assist to Jesse Johnson Hall. The Athenians have a little 1-3-1 half-court trap going on. Jesse Johnson Hall is on the point. Cameron Saunders is in the middle. Trey Scorza, Karsten Williamson, and there's hands all over the ball. Shots up. Karsten Williamson with the rebound. He's got somebody open. Not able to get it there. Cameron Saunders had broken long on the fly pattern. Pass comes up just a little bit short. Got him trapped in the corner. Trey Scorza, Karsten Williamson, and Coach Andrew Everts has to burn a timeout. 30-second timeout. It's 28-18 on the clock. We do not have graphics tonight. By the way, this game is brought to you by the hospital. And the hospital is, what's the name of that hospital, Coach? What do they call this hospital? Something like the big long name that they go by. What is it? Franciscan.
St. Franciscan.
St. Franciscan Healthcare Network and Associates, something like that. Whoever they are, thanks a lot for sponsoring this game. We'll try to get it right tomorrow night. How's that for botching a commercial? I remember when it was St. Clair. Anyway, here comes North Montgomery. I think there's been about 5 seconds there. There you go.
That was a little trouble, yeah.
He looked. Kept waiting for the whistle to blow. Took just a little bit. Here come the Athenians. They're up to 10. They'd like to extend it to at least 12. Karsten Williamson's running point. We got a 1-4 low. Cameron Saunders is trying to post up. Trey scores it to the lane. Jesse Johnson Hall stops at the elbow. Nice shot. Jesse Johnson Hall. Jesse Johnson Hall puts in a 2.
Cameron behind him and took a little reach there.
Yeah, Cameron and Kane have really been shoving on each other. Got to answer my fan mail here on my phone. I wonder if Kurt Gowdy ever had to do that. Oh, nice fake by Coble. Got 2 hands on the ball, Kane and Saunders. And possession era goes in the favor of the Athenians. So here come the Athenians. It's 30-18, 12-point lead. We got about 5:26 on the clock to go here in the third quarter. Western Boone won the opening game over Southmont. They won by about 15 or 18 points. Anthony Gonzalez puts up a 3. It's short. He follows the shot. There you go.
Good hustle by Anthony.
Good hustle. Boy, you like to see kids who hustle rewarded. Nobody boxed him out. And we've got an injury. Is that Jackman?
Yes, it is.
Matt Jackman. I don't know if it's his ankle or his knee. That's the last thing Coach Everett needs. Preston Shaw comes off the court as well. So 25 is Jacob Verdine. He checks in. Coble's in. Bradford's in. Kane's in. I'm missing somebody. Fritzen. There you
Fritzen's
go.
In.
Don't want to forget Fritzen. His mother would be upset with me. We've got him trapped. Somehow he eludes a good pass by the Chargers. Scores that came for the steal. Was just a hair late. Jesse Johnson Hall comes over. There's the double team. Oh, no.
Max
bails him out. They're going to call it on Jesse Johnson Hall, aren't they? 1-2. Scorza picks up the foul. There's 2 of our quicker kids there. Scorza and Jesse Johnson Hall.
I just recognized that referee.
By the way, okay.
That's Mark Maxwell.
Okay. By the way, Trey Scorza has not scored.
He has been quiet tonight.
You know, I only remember him shooting the ball once. The 3-pointer that got stuck on the rim.
I think that's it, yes.
Yeah.
And Will Kellerman's going to come in for Trey right now.
So Will Kellerman's back into the game. Going to try to get in Coach's good graces as well. Got him trapped at the half court. Backdoor cut. Good hustle by Kellerman. 3-point shot is up. Kane pushes off Saunders.
Wow. He did with that.
It's like a stiff arm by a running back.
Coble.
Man. Karsten Williamson, talk about getting moved out of the way. Karsten Williamson was boxing somebody out, and he got hammered down there. Jesse Johnson Hall goes baseline.
I think that's Kane that's doing the damage down low there.
He's a load.
Yes, he is.
He is a load. Foul is going to be on
11.
Bradford. His second foul, third team foul. We're in the third quarter. The Athenians are up by 12. Carson Williamson's going to run the quarterback duties. He's being guarded by Daniel Fritzen. Kellerman's on the wing. Saunders at the high post. Got
good move on there.
High-low going. Nice
Took
left
advantage
hand.
of that mismatch.
Jesse Johnson Hall got the pass from Cameron Saunders. Took his time. Used that left hand. Bradford's got that ball. That's Anthony Gonzalez in the game. Anthony Gonzalez got his hand on that ball. Was not able to keep it in bounds. He thought about taking that three.
Yes, he did.
Thought better. Bradford's got that ball. He's trying to split Gonzalez and Johnson. The Athenians are making him work here this half. Bradford's going to put up a three-pointer.
And get it.
That'll help. That's their third field goal of the second half. It's an 11-point lead for the Athenians. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. 34-23 is the score, in case you're keeping track at home. The Athenians have been going down low.
25.
Wow.
Little push
Jacob
there.
Verdine, yeah. It's dangerous when you're off the floor and you get pushed in the lower back. Man, that can really hurt. We've been working really hard to get that ball down low between Saunders and Johnson. North really doesn't have anybody who can match up with Jesse Johnson Hall. Oh, we had Cameron Saunders there, a little bit high. A little bit high. That's going to go as a turnover. Here comes Carson Scott. Who's he coming for? He's coming for Anthony Gonzalez. We're in a 1-3-1 trap again. I like this trap. I know it's making us work. Nothing wrong with that. These are high school kids. They've got nothing to do. They're not in school right now. They can sleep in. Great pass there. Daniel Fritzen puts up the shot. Karsten Williamson's got that rebound. Good ball movement by the Chargers. Williamson right down the lane. Draws some contact. No whistle. Here come the Chargers. Left-handed. Cameron Saunders gets that rebound. Outlets to Karsten Williamson. Left-handed, right-handed. Tries to pass it to Jesse Johnson Hall.
Shoot that one.
Kellerman for the three-pointer. I love it. The thing I like about that is he didn't jack it up right away.
Right.
Little fake, little ball movement. Defense backed off. He drained it. 37-23. The Athenians are up by 14. Full court pressure. Jesse Johnson Hall deflects that pass. It's out of bounds. The Chargers are having to work awful hard just to get the ball into shooting range. Jesse Johnson Hall looked like he was ready to take a big breath there. Splits the defense. Daniel Fritzen's got that ball. Kicked out of bounds by Karsten Williamson. K-Dub's got active hands tonight. So it's 37-23, 1:49 on the clock. We're in the third quarter. It's the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic. You're listening to Tony Thomas and Mike Schubert. Coach Rhett Welliver's doing all the work behind the scenes. Justin Duggars deserted us tonight. Bowling.
We'll have to talk about that.
Coble's got that ball. Got a high pick and low. Right down the lane, and Scores is going to reach in. 1, 2. He's taking one more step. Cut off the lane. They can kick it out to the corner, but he reached in. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, well, he should have, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We got some irate Southmont fans right in front of us. By the way, who's at the line there?
Cade Coble, he hit the first one.
Okay. Vance distracted my attention there. Both free throws are up and in. It's 37-25, Athenians.
Mr. Pyle wouldn't do that.
Yes, he would. Tell you what, he's got a nice stroke on the putting green. Will Kellerman, right-handed. Trey Scorza had that rebound. Thought he might have his first hoop of the night. And here come the Chargers. They've been going against this 1-3-1 trap most of the second half. We have forced a few turnovers. There's one right there. Trey Scorza goes on the ground. Good pass by Jesse Johnson Hall to Carson Scott. He can't convert. Look at, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, no.
Carson Scott came up from behind with a steal.
That's Maxie again.
If the referee's going to make the call, he needs to get his butt here in the front court instead of the back court. Can I say that word on
yeah. That's about as far as you can go.
Look at Pierce is talking to him right now.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to say something to him. Hey, when a kid hustles that hard.
Yeah.
North Montgomery's player had no clue on earth that Carson was coming. Gee, many Christmas. With all the shoving going on underneath, and they call that.
Yeah.
All right. Got that out of my system now. Here come the Athenians. There's a deflection and a steal. Will Kellerman's got the ball. I don't think we're going to wait for the take the last shot. We're going to work the ball. Oh, Jesse Johnson Hall kicks it out to Carson Scott. Backdoor cut wasn't there. Trey Scorza goes down. He's down. Frazier's down.
Possession North.
Jack Thompson went on the floor with Trey Scorza. Here comes K-Dub and Anthony Gonzalez. Carson Scott steps off. Will Kellerman steps off. 43.7 ticks on the clock. It's 37-25 Athenians. 1-3-1 half court trap.
Oh,
just a half step, and K-Dub was a half step late. Good play there.
Preston
Shaw, first hoop of the game.
First one, yes.
10-point lead now for the Athenians. Their biggest lead of the night, I think, has been 14. Trey Scorza, 15 seconds on the clock. K-Dub's got the ball now. We've got a set play. Anthony Gonzalez comes off of a curl. Jesse Johnson Hall for a three.
Good.
Jesse Johnson Hall give the assist to K-Dub. And we're going into the fourth quarter. The Athenians are up by 13. The score is 40-27. So we gave up 11. We scored 15. And here in the third quarter, Jesse Johnson Hall had 7 points. Will Kellerman had 3 points. Anthony Gonzalez had 2 points. Cameron Saunders had 3 points. Is that right?
That's right.
And who scored for North Montgomery?
Jaron Bradford had a 3. Cade Coble had 2 free throws. Preston Shaw got his first basket, and Connor Kane had 2 baskets for 4.
Well, Preston Shaw got his name into the book, and I think we need to run a set play for Trey Scorza right off the bat.
Yeah, he needs
get him into the flow of the game because he's way too good of a player.
Yeah,
not the scorer. Coming into the game tonight, Trey Scorza is averaging 9.9. We both know he's got the ability to do it.
Oh yeah.
He really hasn't had that many opportunities. And I don't know that Coach Everts, that's his design, but for whatever reason, he hasn't had the opportunities. I only remember him taking 1 shot.
Yeah.
He has hustled on defense. He's made the extra pass.
Yeah.
And
he's playing the game anyway. It's
you got to find a way to contribute when
exactly.
you don't have a shot. Here comes K-Dub and the Athenians. Cameron Saunders. There's Scorza wide open at the elbow.
Maybe you called it.
Good shot.
Didn't get it.
He hadn't had a chance to warm up in a while. So that shot is off the back of the rim. The Athenians have extended this pressure. And the Chargers are working awful. There's that extra step.
Yeah.
Kind of that European step. Not as bad as the NBA. Did you see that clip of that guy in the NBA?
No, I've been wanting to see that.
Oh, my gosh. He's like 18
on
feet.
Durant?
Yes.
Yes. I heard all about it, but I didn't get to see it.
He's about 7 feet away from the three-point line. He takes 5 steps to get behind it without a dribble and puts up a 3.
Oh, my.
That's another reason I don't watch the NBA.
Uh-huh.
Here come the Chargers. Scorza playing tough defense. Jesse Johnson Hall. Left-handed pass. Gonzo right down the court. Give Anthony Gonzalez 2 points. Jesse Johnson Hall with the rebound and a left-handed outlet pass. Yeah. There's a kid who's playing like a teammate.
Right.
He scored some points tonight, but his job that time was to rebound, and he gave the look up the court, saw his teammate cherry picking.
Got the ball to him for an easy layup.
Those are the kind of points that you need every now and then to relieve some pressure for your team.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Well, we've got a 42-27 lead. We're in the fourth quarter. There's 7:14 to go. And tomorrow night in the finals, Western Boone is going to be one of the participants. If this score will hold up, we'll be the other one. Who won last year's Classic? Is that in the program? It's not. Well, I don't know who won last year.
I should.
We didn't. Was it,
Must have been South.
I think it was South.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he split our defense.
Oh,
Takes it right to the hoop. There's a first defensive breakdown. Jaron Bradford takes it right downtown. Anthony Gonzalez. Trey Scorza kicks it out to K-Dub. It's deflected. K-Dub's got that ball. Dribbling left-handed. Stops, elevates, shoots. Just tell you what, this referee is.
21. Kate Coble. His third.
He's blown the whistle more than anybody tonight.
Yeah.
Jesse Johnson Hall's open. Head and shoulder fake. Trey Scorza's got it. Gives it up to K-Dub. A lot of Athenians are touching this basketball. K-Dub's going right down the lane, left-handed. A lot of contact there.
Yes,
no whistle. He's trapped in the corner.
Straight up, boys.
Good cut, good pass. Outlet pass. We're back to a half-court man right now. Deflection there by Williamson. The Chargers are able to save it. Playing half-court man with 42-29, 6:03 to go on the clock. Baseline drive, jumps in the air, throws it to the coach. That's one of those things you tell kids, don't leave your feet if you don't have anybody to throw the ball to. He was looking hard. Here come the Athenians. Coach Pierce is hollering out some directions. Sets up the play. Trey Scorza has got it. Tries to hit Jesse Johnson Hall at the elbow. Jesse's going left, going right. He's getting a lot of pressure. Karsten Williamson puts up a three-pointer. Anthony Gonzalez hustles after it. Coach Pierce is going to call a timeout. Did not like the rotation of the ball.
We were out of everything. We were not running anything that he wanted them to do.
You know, they're trying to put a little muscle on Jesse Johnson Hall. And there's nothing wrong with that inside. But when he's outside the three-point line, that's not the time to be doing that.
No.
He's having quite a game. Karsten Williamson had 10 points in the first half.
Been quiet.
He got one hoop here in the second half. Jesse Johnson Hall had 5 in the first. He's got 7 in the second. So Carson's got a 13. Jesse Johnson Hall's got 12. There's a lot of other kids who have contributed.
Will's got 10.
Kelman's got 10 points. So we got 3 kids in double figures. Boy, anytime you get 3 kids in double figures,
that's good teamwork.
That's
working together.
We got 5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Athenians are up by 13. They were up by 13 after 3 quarters. They're up by 3 after 1. Up by 9 at halftime. Up by 13 after 3. And that is the spread at the moment. On the court for the Athenians, Jesse Johnson Hall, Trey Scorza. Is that Will Kellerman? Cameron Saunders and Karsten Williamson. Trey Scorza's on the point right now.
Did you get Gonzo? Will's not in.
There's a nice backdoor cut. Good pass.
Oh, good
Karsten
steal.
Williamson stopped and popped, buddy. Good play. Karsten Williamson got the steal. Instead of trying to force a contested layup, he stopped from about 12, 13 feet and hit the jumper. I like that play. Good defense by the Athenians. Good pressure. Back to the 1-3-1 trap. Good ball movement. Number 22 is Preston Shaw. That's his second hoop of the night. Good pass down to Jesse Johnson Hall. Good hustle by Jack Thompson.
That was a good hustle by Jack.
Took out his frustration with a volleyball slam on that block. Fortunately, he missed our coaches underneath.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing North Montgomery has had to cheer about. here in the game. Jesse Johnson Hall's got that ball on the wing. Baseline, he got hacked. Offensive rebound, takes it right back up. And Jesse Johnson Hall gets the last laugh. The Athenians go up 46-31. 1-3-1, half-court trap. Time to play a little defense. Had a little skip there, got away with it. Reverse. Three-pointer. Over the back.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas. Preston Shaw went over the back of Karsten Williamson, who was boxing out.
Oh, no.
You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me tell you.
Where did that come from?
I've seen some screwy calls in my life. This guy, you have got to be kidding me.
That was called on.
I want to show the
Karsten
replay.
Williamson.
I'm going to be here when they show the replay of this ref. That's got to be one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yes,
I know I'm not supposed to do that. That was terrible.
Yeah, you can't help it when it's that bad.
Gee, Merry Christmas. He had him boxed out the whole way. Went right over his back. That's where you got to dig in. Good defense by Anthony Gonzalez. Yes. Good rebound. Here come the Athenians. Jesse Johnson Hall's got it on the wing. Lost his footing. Here come the Chargers. They got a chance to get another hoop. Reaching in, Cameron Saunders. K-Dub goes down. He's got the ball back. Getting a little physical out here. Cameron Saunders kicks it back out to Karsten Williamson. Trey scores a thought about it. Cameron Saunders gives up the three. We're going to run a little clock. It's 46-31, 3:42 in the game. Trey scores has got it out. Being patient. Jesse Johnson Hall, great pass. Cameron Saunders, the beneficiary of a good drive and a dish from the sophomore. I'm going to call him the super soft. He's played a smooth game tonight.
Yep.
Here comes Nate Schroeder.
Nate Schroeder is going to enter the game.
We've got a 48-31 lead. North Montgomery's got a good high and low. Trey Scorza reaches in. Is that Kane going to the line?
I believe it is.
Okay. Nate Schroeder's into the game for the first time tonight.
Come in for Cam Saunders.
Cameron Saunders is coming out. Cameron's coming out, had a good second half there scoring-wise, 5 points.
5.5, yeah.
Both of his field goals were on assists from Jesse Johnson Hall. Hit a free throw. Played good defense, rebounded. Who else is out of the game right now? Carson Scott's on the bench. Kellerman's on the bench. Free throws up. Off to the right. Into the game's number 20. That's Daniel Fritzen. Taking a seat, it's going to be Matt Jackman. Matt Jackman had come out earlier with a leg injury, so it looks like he's doing okay. Second free throw's up. A little bit too strong. Jesse Johnson Hall gets the rebound. K-Dub down to
Schroeder.
There you go. Coming to the game, buddy. Good shot. Not able to connect. Anthony Gonzalez had made that entry pass. We had the fast break opportunity. Not able to connect. Got a trap here on the wing. Puts up the three-pointer. A little bit too strong. Jesse Johnson Hall. Another rebound. Here comes the super soft. A little bit of contact. I thought he was going to call a charge there for just a second. Jesse Johnson Hall's doing everything tonight. He'll have a chance to get 2 more points. 2, 4, 6. He's got 9 points here in the second half. So 14 on the night. Make it 15 on the night. Good looking free throw shot. Jesse Johnson Hall suited up with the varsity last year. His playing time was sparing. There'd be times in practice where he would just take over.
Exactly, yes.
Jake Decker's into the game. Is that Eddie Heinold's into the game back here?
Yes, it is, Eddie.
Second free throw is off the back of the rim. It's 49-31, 2:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here come the Chargers. They're going to start unloading some of their bench as well. Eddie Heinold reached in there. I think it's going to be on Heinold. Let's see. 42. Oh. Schroeder, okay. And I think is that Preston Shaw at the line?
Yes, it is.
Now, was Preston the one that had the great hairdo last year?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Man, what happened? I love that.
Yeah.
I kind of missed that. Free throws up. It's going to be short. Eddie Heinol's going to run the point. Anthony Gonzalez. Run a little time. Jesse Johnson Hall. Whoever Weibo's going to put on him tomorrow night better be ready to play.
Yeah,
Nate Schroeder, man, he got hammered by 2 Chargers. Nate Schroeder got the pass from Eddie Heinold, made his move along the baseline, tried to get off the ground, got hammered. The one thing we have not done a good job tonight is our free throw percentage is not going to be very good.
No, it's not.
That one's a miss. We have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free throws tonight. Made 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 of 12, 5 of 13, 5 of 14. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, well, that's something to work on. Still in the 1-3-1 trap. Jesse Johnson Hall is still out here trapping. 3-pointer's going to go up. There's the 3-pointer for number 12 is Matt Jackman. Coach immediately calls a timeout. It's 49-34. There's 1:47 on the clock. We're in the first round of the 2019 Sugar Creek Classic, brought to you by Franciscan Healthcare.
Yeah, that'll work right there. That's
whatever it is. Go north on 231, stop at the hospital. That's where.
Yeah. You know, you're talking about Jesse. There was a point last year, mid-season, maybe even before mid-season, and my grandson, Cameron Harris, he told me, he said, Grandpa, he said, you're going to have to watch Jesse Johnson Hall. He's going to be tough.
I can't remember which of the kids I was talking to in the hallway last year, and it was last week or two, and they said, man, you should have seen practice yesterday. Coach took Jesse aside and said, do not pass the ball. I want you to score. And he said nobody on the varsity could stop him.
That's right. Yeah. Cameron said he just took over and things.
He's a really smooth, really nice, super kid.
Yeah.
And you add a little bit more muscle to that lean frame. Whew.
Yeah.
He's going to be a player. He's a pretty good player right now.
He is right now, yes.
Right now. We got a full court with more kids in the game. 33 is that Hensley?
I
don't have it.
Ty Linus. Ty Linus just came in, yeah.
Shots up by number 42, Schroeder. Just a hair short. 3-pointer in the corner. Rebound. That's going to be a foul on number 14, Jake Decker, I believe.
Yes, I think so.
He was bodying up there. So Preston Shaw is going back to the line. Preston Shaw have another chance to score. There, the first one's off the back of the iron, right in. That's Shaw's 5th point. Last year he had a all-world haircut.
Missed that one. Rebound.
Offensive rebound by Shaw. Here comes the 3-pointer. That's going to be strong. Rebounded there by Linus. Jake Decker's got the ball, one of our baseball pitchers. Good hustle there. That's number 32, Kai Warren. Jesse Johnson Hall's going to take a seat with 1:14 to go in the game. Scores 49-35, and tomorrow night for the championship, it's going to be Western Boone and Crawfordsville. Jake Decker's got that ball. Eddie Heinel wearing number 3. Out on the point. Ty Linus with a spin move. Here comes the Chargers. Had a little bit of an error there. I don't know his first name. Kiefer Carmine, I think is his name. Jake Decker's got somebody wide open out here.
Ian Hensley.
Hensley puts it up. Here come the Chargers. 49-35, just a few ticks left on the clock. Good box out there by Decker. And the big guy is giving him a little bit of a body. Some elbows, some sidearm. Eddie Heinold handling that ball. Linus has it, wearing number 33. 21 seconds to go in the game. Coach Pierce wants him just to run a little of offense. We don't need a shot. Need to play with class, win with class. Ty Linus going left. Eddie Heinold, good pass. Ty Linus. So the final score is going to be 49-35. And tomorrow night, the first game will be North Montgomery and Southmont. And their first game this year down at Southmont was an overtime game. Okay. Real close game. So both games tomorrow night ought to be pretty good. And then the nightcap for the championship, for the paddle, for the 2019 championship will be the Crawfordsville Athenians and Western Boone
Stars.
So the Stars will come into town, and are you calling the game tomorrow night?
Yes, I am.
Who's filling in for me?
You're not going to be here.
No, I got a death in the family, and so I've got a babysitting duties for grandkids tomorrow in Brownsburg.
Well, we'll have to check with.
Who's filling in for
Coach
me tomorrow night? Who is?
Deontay.
Oh, Deontay's going to be here tomorrow night. All right. Well, he'll probably do a lot better job than I would. He'll make it entertaining, that's for sure. Thanks for tuning in tonight. The Athenians played a pretty decent game tonight, and especially in the second half, they ran that 1-3-1 half-court trap, and the combination of Karsten Williamson and Jesse Johnson Hall and Cameron Saunders, and early in the game, Will Kellerman. I mean, we played pretty well tonight.
Yes, we did.
And tomorrow night, one of the better guards in the conference is that kid from Western Boone. Number 2 is Lucas Morton.
Yeah.
Man, that kid is quick. And if you want to see a good game,
pretty good shooter too, right?
Yes, he can shoot the ball. So come out tomorrow night, and you can watch the game right here. So for Coach Rhett Welliver and for Coach Mike Schubert, this is Tony Thomas. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night.